everybody! So, here's what happened. I was straight up sitting on my couch watching some Full Metal Alchemist. It's an anime. Kind of dark, but interesting plot line. It's about science, kind of. Anyway, so I was straight up sitting on my couch watching some of that, and then I was like, man, I feel dejected, which usually happens when I watch television. I know it sounds weird, but it kind of depresses me just sitting down watching television for too long, because I feel like it's a massive waste of time, even if it is a well-done television show with, an excellent plot to offer. You're, taking part in, witnessing a story, which is fine. However, I can't let myself sit down on the couch for too long and do nothing, because I will get really sad. And so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go do something productive. So I had my options of either, I could grade a paper for my friend or a short story. Kid does not understand the concept of periods. He always uses commas or semicolons. The kid loves his semicolons. I don't understand. Anyway, great story though. He really does have talented writing. Anyway, so I was doing that. I could do that, or I could practice Brown Eyed Girl on the guitar. But my fingers hurt. I've been practicing so much, but I really want to get better. It's not muscle memory yet, switching between the chords, and I feel like a retard because I'll be like, okay, G, 2, 3, 4, and C, 2, 3, 4, and G, and then, I just keep going, and it takes forever to alternate between the chords, and if you guys have any secrets for learning how to do that quickly, I am open to your suggestions. So I could do that, or I could make a movie, and so I was like, you know what, I haven't made a movie in a couple days, I'll make a movie. So, how are you guys? You can't answer. This is a one-way, I'm making a video. That bird that I told you about in my last video is gone. Not dead, but just gone. It, squeezed between the fence. Here's how this is. So, this is the fence. This is the other fence, right? So, he squeezed, in that corner and got into my neighbor's yard, and I haven't seen him since. I hope their dog didn't eat him. I don't really know. I'm kind of worried, but that's okay. I'm wondering why, I was so concerned about that bird in the first place. It's kind of odd, because usually I wouldn't care. I'd be like, oh, well, if it's meant to live, it'll live. But for some reason, I was like, man, I have to save this bird. I have to. Maybe it's because I haven't done anything heroic or brave lately. It's good to do brave things every once in a while. But, taking care of a bird isn't all that brave. I'm not really sure. Anyway, I'm crazy. So, yes, the other day, I walked to my local Starbucks, and I sat down and spent 3 hours writing an essay for fun. You know you're a freak when you can straight up write an essay for entertainment, but you can't make yourself do your homework on time and be a good student. I'm telling you, I love knowledge. I love learning, and I love my teachers, and I am interested in my classes that I take during the school year, but I am a horrible student, and I can't explain it. I wish I could fix my brain, but I just can't understand. Sure, I'll join a book club, read Catcher in the Rye for fun, and discuss it, with questions and all. Highlight, take notes. I'll do that, no problem. But if I have to read a book for a grade, for something that might affect my future one day, forget it. I don't understand. If you guys have any tips for that, let me know, because it's driving me nuts. For the longest time, I thought it was an organizational issue, but I don't think it is. It's just I don't do my homework, and it's screwed up, and you'd think, oh man, why doesn't she just sit down and do her homework? But for some reason, I just can't make myself do it. I can't make myself focus, and I'll be sitting there in front of my paper for hours thinking, well, what do I do now? It's so frustrating, but you know what? I am okay, either way. No matter what happens this next year, if I'm a good student or if I continue down the path of being an awful student, I will be fine, because there's this verse that encourages me. It's not like a quick fix or anything, but I'll explain in a second. It's in Acts, and it says, when they saw the courage of Peter and John and realized that they were unschooled ordinary men, they were astonished and took note that they had been with Jesus. So Peter and John were still doing incredible things with their lives, changing the world as we know it today, and they were unschooled. They were ordinary, and if I'm not schooled, but I spend time with Jesus, he can use me. I just really hope that he does, and I really hope that, I don't know, I do want to be a good student, because I want my teachers to know that I do appreciate them, because if I was a teacher, I do appreciate my teachers. I do want them to know that I take them seriously, and I take seriously what they do, but it's just hard to do without, the actions of, like, completing the homework, paying attention in class and stuff. It's bad. Anyway, so that's that. I don't really know where that came from. This is fun. Alright, that's all I really have to say today. In the comments box, tell me what you had for breakfast. Bye.